Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to jump on here real quick and say thank you so much for the support the last 3.5 years. We're celebrating episode 200 of Palapalooza with Bart Mendoza and Emily Bartell. They are both San Diego Music Award Academy members. The San Diego Music Awards are April 19th at Humphreys, so we chat all about that. We chat about Palapalooza, the San Diego music scene, and much more. I know there's a lot of you out there that watch on a consistent basis, so thank you for the support. Thanks to the Rock and Roll San Diego and Top 40 Guitars for sponsoring the podcast. No end in sight, so here is to 200 more. So let's get to it. Episode 200 with Bart Mendoza and Emily Bartell.
Check.
You just gotta double check these things, you know what I mean? I've done a couple episodes where it hasn't even recorded the whole time.
Oh, God.
Have you had any technical snafus over there at...
No, but I do recall being at a wedding once, and as I'm walking out, seeing the panic photographers realizing there was no film on the camera.
Wow.
As we're leaving the wedding.
You mean with SD TV?
Yeah, so what's the technical name? Music Scene TV SD?
Music Scene SD TV.
Yeah.
Correct.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Music Scene SD TV, brought to you by Concerts.cafe.
One technical difficulty is when you have a guest who doesn't realize that they should close their legs.
Oh, yeah. You got that close shot?
It's not that it's close or anything, but it's just like it's there. And
Sure.
you're like, can you just close your legs or
Right.
cover it?
That's a common female thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I stopped. Remember, I stopped the taping.
Yeah.
You talked about technical difficulties.
That's a technical difficulty.
That's not
That
really
is-
technical difficulty.
Yes, it
That's
is.
just...
The videographer at my wedding lost the first half of the wedding. So from the ceremony through the toasts. A
They
little
did-
bit too much to smoke, a little bit too much to drink, and he lost an SD card, and it is what it is. That's what you get for hiring a friend, I guess.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what happened in my wedding, too.
Really?
Yeah, the whole ceremony was
Well,
gone.
except with hers, it was chipped out cave paintings, but it was the same basic thing. Same
Dude.
basic thing.
You're the same age as me. Relax.
So that's how you broke your hand, right? Bashing Bart and
I
Kevin
should have
over the
kept
head?
the cast, and
Just chipping out the cave paintings. Yeah. So, yeah.
this gives. At least I'm happy that I can make Bart smile.
Yeah.
Because
That's what you're here for.
most
Oh
of the
yeah, yeah.
time
It's, I
he's
need somebody to make fun
unless
of.
I'm around, he's miserable.
Yeah.
To just constantly follow you, Bart, and just boost
She's
your
got-
ego,
she-
right?
I
she's
haven't
the
seen
lu-
him in 3 weeks.
She's the lucky person because I'm not
I've
the
been too
only one
busy
that
with
she fills
Kevin.
that role for. Kevin does the same.
Kevin is my.
Kevin is-
is my. Yes, we're.
Kevin is
They're
worse.
my brothers. The
They're your
two
bros.
when they're both. It's hilarious, the two of them.
It is kind of like
when
a,
the three of us are
sitcom-worthy
together.
humor sometimes.
Yes.
It's pretty funny.
It's hysterical.
You should do
But
a
I like
sitcom.
it.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast, the three of you?
I think we
A
should.
podcast? I think that the world does not need more podcasts. I think we're good. I think we're satiated, and
Although-
the good ones are out there.
Yeah.
Although I still think that you should be doing the podcast for SDMA.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I was
the
expecting you
deal-
guys to pay me
No. No.
to host. I was expecting some income there.
Oh, no. It was for you to
Yeah.
do for your company.
Right.
It wasn't
Maybe
for-
next year.
Okay.
We'll talk more about it. That would be cool, though.
It just, God, made so much sense. And the
Right.
deal that Kevin was able to come up for you.
And it all goes to charity, right? Everything. So
Everything goes to the Guitars for Schools program.
It's
Every single
actually
thing.
that's one of the beautiful things about the music awards is that, and I'm not going to throw stones, but not every organization is as transparent as the SDMA is. Not every organization contributes to the community as much. And you can go all the way down to the fact that, we don't charge an admission fee or not admission fee, entry fee for the nominees, for example. And that we give out money to nominees and for emergencies and for all kinds of other things as well.
And
in addition to the schools.
And everybody who works on it is a volunteer.
Yeah, everybody.
Every
top
single
down.
person, we're all volunteers.
Yeah, we're lucky if we get a slice of pizza on the
Yeah.
day. Yeah, so.
Well, chicken fingers.
Oh, that's right.
Chicken
and
fingers.
the chicken fingers are donated, so yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the San Diego Music Awards are April 19th at Humphreys again.
Yes.
Humphreys is a great venue.
Yes.
So close to 420. Oof. You just missed it.
You know what? And it
I was looking at the calendar for next year.
in honor of that, we'll start early.
I think people
I'm
are going
sure
to be.
a lot of people will
They're
be.
going to be partying until midnight, until 4:20. It's a fun night for
We
sure.
will definitely be.
I'll see you guys there. I think that's the last time I saw you guys.
Yeah, and at partying until midnight, I want to mention that not only do we have the music awards, but I'm imagining this is going now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Not only do we have the music awards, but the after party is at Humphrey's Backstage Live, and we've got Rebecca Jade in there. So, I mean, come on. I
love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's going to be a great night all around.
A bunch of awesome performers. Should we mention them all? I
Yeah,
mean, San Diego Music Awards.com, right?
If you wanna bring the
Yeah, let me
poster.
grab it.
Okay, and basically I can say that Slacky Ohana's playing, and Riston Diggs,
Diggs.
and Tamar Burke.
And Ira Liss. Oh, there you go. Here,
Continue
everybody.
on with the list there, Emily.
Okay, so is there a camera this way?
This is
this
your
way.
camera right here, but just, read them off. I'll
Camera right
insert
here.
a little JPEG
There you
into
go.
this.
You've got
The Sacred Souls, Mrs. Henry, the Sully Band, who I've been talking to a little bit, Slacky Ohana, Brian Whitkin's band, correct?
Yes.
Riston Diggs, Tamar Burke.
Tamar Burke, yes.
Yeah.
Burke, and what's the last one?
Ira Liss.
Ira Liss.
Big
Big
band.
band.
All nominated, correct?
All
Yeah, all
nominated.
And
nominees.
all fantastic musicians. It's
No, just some of them are fantastic.
Yeah.
No, they're all fantastic. That's how they got
Who
in there.
aren't the fantastic ones, Bart?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got to figure right off the bat, if you're nominated,
Yeah.
you've got to be.
You know the
good.
right people.
Well, you're good.
The nomination to me is the award because
Actually,
we've got some really
that is.
great.
I agree. To me, I've been mentioned for not particularly this one, for a couple of other awards, and honestly, that's good enough for me. You mentioned me in that process. So I'm turning down the Oscar this year. I'm just saying. I'm letting you know now. You heard it first.
Do you think anyone's going to get slapped on stage?
Bart.
And who would you
ooh.
slap?
The
Who would you Will Smith? Who is your Chris Rock
Right
of
here,
San
do I have to
Diego?
wait?
the funny thing is, or the scary thing is that there's already been controversies like that at the music awards in the
Oh,
past.
let's hear about him.
Yeah, so years ago, some of the newer bands were upset that some of the older bands were getting nominated. This is back when things like selling out and those things were buzzwords, et cetera, back in the day.
I still hear people complaining about that, but
Yeah,
continue.
But anyway, so yeah, there was a moment when a couple of bands got into a little bit of a tussle on stage at the music awards. So it has happened, but it's an event for San Diego, about San Diego, helping San Diego. So I mean, it's all short-lived. There's never going to be like punches and guns and anything like that. It's just a little disagreement and it got taken care of.
However, everyone should take a hit at Bart. Okay.
If you see Bart April 19th
see-
at Humphreys, take a swing,
Yeah,
folks.
go for the Will Smith.
And actually, I will say as well, by the way, if you see me at the music awards, and you likely will because I'm usually at the front door, at the front gate, I'll have copies of Staring at the Sun if you haven't picked one up.
Yes.
So
we will have.
just Emily will as well. So we're not going to be just willy-nilly handing them out. So just come up and ask us for one, but we have copies for anybody that wants one there.
And Staring at the Sun, for those that may not know, is a compilation, right?
Local compilation album. This one's 44 bands on 2 discs, exclusive artwork by Scott Shaw. We've got, the cool thing for me is that we got a track on there featuring Pete Best, ex-Beatle. So he plays drums with Falling Doves on a track. But it's everybody from Tamar Burke and Wayne Riker and the Spice Pistols and the Monroes and just Evening's Empire, all kinds of bands on there.
Ooh,
So,
love them.
Yeah.
Shannon,
It's a
over
great
at Rock
band.
and Roll San Diego.
I really like the band a lot.
I've seen you over there a couple times, Rock and Roll San Diego. Not a bad little spot, huh?
It's a
here
great
locally?
spot. It's like almost a second home for me at these points because I work with Brian over at Pacific, right? And we rehearse there all the time. So between that, it's kind of like I'll just bring a cot, sleeping back.
Sleeping there.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite San Diego Music Award memory throughout the years? And how many have you guys been to?
I've been to most of them, and I think
When did they start? Sorry.
I want to say
It's
92.
the 31st.
31st.
This is the
So do the
31st
math. 91, 92.
annual.
Right?
Yeah, something like that.
And
Yeah.
shout out Kevin Hellman. I believe he is the founder, right?
Yes. And before the music awards, as we know them, there was the North County Entertainment Awards, and it kind of dovetailed from that. But memories, man, what are some memories?
Or maybe a performance,
and
maybe
I've
when the
only been-
Okay, well,
Schizophrenics play it or something like that, you know?
Okay,
I've been
memories.
involved for 5 years now.
You've
Number
been
one.
involved 5 years. Awesome.
years.
Number one memory, John Entwistle from The Who and Skunk Baxter from Steely Dan present an award.
Wow.
That was a heck of a memory.
What venue was that at?
At Humphreys.
Okay, at Humphreys. Because you guys went to House of Blues there for a little bit, right?
Well, it's been at Montezuma Hall. It was at the Spreckles. It's been in numerous locations.
I've got to say, the people that I talk to love Humphreys.
It is the best location for it. It's also
we are
Viejas.
back.
Yeah.
This is the second year we're back.
It's a great location, man.
Without getting into specifics, I'm curious, do you guys have to pay for that venue that night? Obviously, right?
Well,
Or do they kind of hook you up?
No.
Do you rent out the venue? How does that work?
I think that's Kevin's domain there, but there is.
I'll have to get him over here.
You have to. They're paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you have to pay that bill, right? So that's.
So we got to pay for all that, and then it's all the production crew and all that kind of stuff, the filming, because it's going to be airing on Fox 5 as well.
Right.
So all that kind of stuff costs money, and there you go. That's part of a little bit of that goes from the awards revenues, but the majority of the money goes straight to Taylor programs, Guitars for Schools program.
Yeah.
So
How about your favorite memory? San Diego Music Awards.
Well, last year I really had a kick out of the Farmers, and Nathan Rainey just blew me away that night. He was just so on it. But that guy, and he's a nominee this year. Oh my God, his music has matured. His new album is fantastic. From the moment he starts playing, I just love what he does. But yeah, the Farmers' performance last year, and Nathan Rainey really kicked butt last year on stage. So I enjoyed dancing. I got up and I just couldn't stop. They were just, of course, they're the Farmers and everything, but they were so on it that night. And like I said, Nathan was just so cool that night.
yeah, I'm a big fan of the Lifetime Achievement Awards. So seeing Nick Reynolds from the Kingston Trio, or Jon Stewart was there as well. That kind of thing to me is a big deal. I love that.
Another.
How about last year, Skylar Lutz walking up the stage?
Yeah.
You remember that?
With the big joint.
With a big old fatty.
Yeah.
I got that on Instagram. I got a little video because he had just been on right before that, and he likes his weed, I guess, huh?
It's not a lot of
Super
people.
talented guy.
Yes, he's a great guy. He's a really nice guy as
Yeah,
well.
he is.
So really happy for him. But yeah, last year's was really good. But I really think this year's going to go off the rails. It's just a great lineup across the board. Tamar Burke is on a real roll right now, just hitting a lot of
I
top.
have her playing at Navajo next week.
Right, and she's got getting a lot of top 10 attention from a lot of blogs and critics lists and so on like that. So that's fantastic. These Sacred Souls are really hot. I mean, that is one hell of a band. And just go on down the line. The variety as well, to have the range from Riston Diggs, his hip hop stuff, but up to Slack Johanna's Hawaiian sounds. I mean, that's a real range.
Some diversity there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a cool night, too. You really can't explain it, huh?
Yeah, and Ira List's big band is jazz. And
If you're into the music scene, if you like supporting local music, if you're a local musician, you have to be there.
Yeah. I mean, everybody.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It is our Academy Awards, basically.
It is.
Yeah.
If you're a
Minus
musician,
the
though,
slaps.
you have to be there because every DJ, every promoter, every whatever that you want to meet is going to be there, and they're all approachable. Go talk to Tim Piles and see if you can get on loudspeaker. Talk to Troy and see if you can get on Palapalooza. Talk to Emily and see if she'll book you at Joker Jack's.
No, I just,
Navajo Live?
I still do Navajo and Humphreys and a couple of other places, but I'm also booking Jolly Joker now as
There
well.
you go.
At Jolly Joker.
Jolly Joker. Where is that?
It's off of the 163 in Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Got it.
Yeah.
Props to you for surviving COVID. Physically and business-wise,
Yes.
barely, but I mean, Bart and Emily Productions is still a thing, correct?
Yeah, and
Good job.
Yeah, and
I give props to all the bands. I mean, it was
thank you.
just.
I don't just do the booking. I do all the marketing and graphics and stuff, and I'm also writing for the Troubadour, so that's always good too.
Who does these graphics? Who did this?
I think that's Scrojo.
Yes,
Okay.
Scrojo did that.
Scrojo. Okay. Who's he?
He's the house artist for the Belly Up Tavern.
Oh, cool.
Among many other things, but he does all their posters. Yeah. So he's been doing Music Awards posters for a few years now.
We
got a
talking
TV
about
here. Yeah.
favorite moments, and there was one from House of Blues when they were. That was Jeff Berkeley and Jason Mraz and Veronica May.
They're doing the Joe Flamini tribute.
Yeah, Joe Flamini tribute. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Got the collaboration with Jason Mraz and the other local artist.
Gregory Page?
Yeah, such a good song, right?
Every day's a new day. Count your blessings, I say. Get out of your own.
He's got a new synth sound now.
Okay.
So he's gone techno pop.
I think Rebecca Jade did something with him too, right? Was it Wolves?
Yes.
Wolves with Jason Mraz?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was right.
Was that within the last year?
Yeah,
Yes, that was
that one
last
song
year.
of the year last
That
year.
one's, yeah, that's right. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, so,
Cool.
but check out Gregory's new sound because it's still still Gregory, but he's got a little, and I think the new single's called "F the Future," and he's wearing a spaceman's uniform, so a little outfit there.
I'd love to get him on. That would be a great podcast episode.
Surprised he hasn't been.
Yeah. Danny Bell too.
Yeah.
They're kind of on my list, Switchfoot, Blank. I've had Unwritten Law. That was pretty cool. Idols of mine. But
you need to get Rat out of here.
Rat. Okay.
Okay, that's what you need to hear.
Hook it
They'd
up.
love
Bart.
this.
Hook it up. Episode 200. I want to shout that out. It's a milestone for the podcast.
Anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been fun. 3.5 years, 200 episodes. So.
Well, with your co-host Fender, I mean, how could it not be successful?
Fender co-hosts.
Oh, he is so loving. What a good boy.
You guys are Academy members. Do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, basically it's a short list of movers and shakers in the local community, DJs, promoters, writers, people that have an in-depth knowledge of the local music scene. That's basically what it is. So it's people like Emily, myself, Tim Piles.
Awesome.
So.
That's how you qualify. You do have to be involved somehow with the music scene.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. You got to know what you're voting for, and the basic
So
distinctions within the
basically
scene.
Booking agents, radio personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the people you would expect to know about local music. Doesn't if you're a big Beatles fan, that's great, but it's not going to really help you at the music awards.
Are you involved with voting? Because some are voted by the public, right? Some categories.
Yeah.
This is always a question.
Yes.
people-
I mean, we're involved in the voting to the extent that we each have one vote
Okay, cool.
in the academy. So,
So
but,
it still
And-
makes it fair. It's still
yeah, it's still
a
fair.
fair process.
Yeah, it's still a very fair process.
Right. Yeah, the public vote, and then you have the academy vote, and it's put together, and
Cool.
there's a whole mathematical formula involved.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
but-
all great. It's all amazing. Thank you guys for doing it. Big thanks to Kevin Hellman. It's a cool thing. And like you said, a nomination it's a good acknowledgement, and musicians need that. You guys know. It's
Hey,
a lot
sometimes
of work.
that's all we get.
Right.
I mean, that's
even
all
if it's like once every 5 years. Like sometimes it's enough to keep a.
Well, it's also though. I know that some people downplay it a bit, but the music awards in San Diego at least have become a big enough deal that it's on people's Wikipedia pages. They talk about these things, and it is a point of pride to have one or two,
Right.
or 3 or 4, like some people
Well,
do.
Yeah.
and
I wouldn't mind having 5 or 6. I just don't.
Right. Yeah.
And I listen to every single entry that comes in, and to be able to go to the awards and see these people and be able to thank them, a lot of them, for the music. Like last year, and I still, even this year, I love Aviator Stash.
Yeah.
I just love their music, and last year I was just so excited that they got nominated and seeing
You mean
them
the last
there.
4
and they-
years?
Yeah, but I only
But they deserve it.
really focused on them last year. I'm
Okay.
excited they're going to be playing at Navajo in the summer.
Oh, sweet.
But all of the music in town, all of the locals, I listen to their music and everything. And then the night of the show, I'm excited to be with all of them because I love what they're doing.
Totally.
Yes, I'm incredibly passionate about local music.
Yeah,
and that's why I love working with original music. It's one thing, the tribute bands, cover bands and everything. Okay, but we have so much really good
but
local talent.
The point is
Original
to be the
music.
band that gets covered.
Yeah.
That's
There
the
you
point.
go.
It's the point is
True.
to be the
There
band
you
that gets
go.
covered. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
So, for me, a lot of the magic is in watching the growth, particularly with the younger kid. With the young kids are always going to be younger, right? But with the younger set, and seeing what they progress into over the years.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's different bands, sometimes it's the same band. Like heck, I remember the Farmers when they were young guys. So see,
Yes, you do,
it
yeah.
happens.
Do we each want to shout out 1 or 2 local bands? I guess you already have, but someone that's maybe new that's caught your eye. You mentioned
Yes.
Aviator Stash, obviously. Yeah.
Band that kicking butt, and I'm proud to say that they first started coming to open mic at Navajo Live that we have on Thursday nights, and that's where a lot of these bands, a couple of bands, but Lords of the Satellite.
Ooh, I'll have to check them out.
Love them. Absolutely love them. Their lead vocalist, Preston, awesome stage presence. The whole band, excellent. So Preston, Joe Doxey, Courtney.
Look at you, knowing first and last names of the band members.
On most of them. I don't remember
That's a
Preston's
true
last name.
supporter.
Yeah,
Okay,
well-
I'll check them out.
So that's one. Machine Politic is another one
Yeah.
that started out just coming to open mics and everything. And that's the thing, is that all these bands have to understand they hate open mics. But I'll tell you, getting your name out, getting people to hear you, recognize your name, and then you're going to start getting more and more bookings.
You have to play
And-
outside your circle.
And I heard this story from Steve Poltz. I was at this private event where Steve Poltz was talking about how for years and years he did open mics, and he hated open mics. He just absolutely dreaded doing the open mics, and he did them for 10 years. And obviously Steve Poltz, it was awesome listening to him tell the story. But then at the end of the story he goes, and you know what? If it wasn't for those open mics, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I want all the local bands to understand that Steve Poltz got it. I hope you get it too. Go to all the open mics.
Well, actually,
Let people
you can
know
actually
you.
bring it down, even just to distill it to go out and mingle.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get your audience. You're not
Support
gonna-
each other.
Yeah.
Support each other.
That's
as
basically
well.
all it is.
Yeah.
That's Spike, Mike, and I make a point of going out to as many different band things as we can in a single night, just to check out people and things like that. And as for the people I really like right now, top of the list would be the Inflorescence, which is Tamar Burke's daughter, Tuesday. Fantastic
Great.
songs, incredible energy, and it's kids, and that's great to see. So that's wonderful. And then also, I'm really, he plays in my band, but his solo stuff is amazing. Scott Matheson, S. Matthias, blues guy. Phenomenal voice.
One of my favorite vocalists in San
The
Diego.
voice is just incredible. And the fact that he's a killer guitar player and bassist just kills me. But yeah, he's fantastic.
And a sweet soul besides.
Yeah.
You guys
Really
are on
nice
the
guy.
front lines of local music, and I feel like I kind of am, as well. Maybe not as much as you guys or Tim Piles, but I always love having you guys because I discover new music, We're going to play Name the Nominee, all right? Again, April 19th, San Diego Music Awards. Learn more at SanDiegoMusicAwards.com. I'm not trying to make you guys look bad, all right? But I'm going to quiz you on some local music here, all right? Some of our nominees.
You make me look bad because I don't know how to put on a pair of headphones.
Nope, you're good.
There we go. All right.
We've had these guys on. All right. The singer does booking at the holding company.
It's,
Can you hear it?
yeah,
You know it.
I do know it.
They are nominated for Best Local Recording. Really good band. Let's get to some vocals here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? I think their album is instrumental. He claims to be from Ukraine.
Yeah, it's, man, we played with them
With
at
a Q. Starts with a Q.
Yeah, Kel Bordell.
Kel Bordell.
Yeah, we played with them at OB Street Fair. Yes, I love
Bart's
these
got
guys.
one.
Yeah. This, by the way, Kel Bordell is never
Super
less than a
good.
party. Okay, live.
So good.
Exactly.
They would be like they could be like a St. Patty's Day sort of
Yep,
band.
yep.
You know what I
Reminded me a
mean?
little bit of the Red Elvises, if you remember them.
Yeah. So they are nominated for Best Local Recording along with A Lens to the Sun.
Another great
Adam
new
Orr,
band.
Jordan Crimston, Nicey Nice World, and is it Sluka?
Yes, Sluka.
Sluka, Best Local Recording. All right, that's Kel Bordell here. We're gonna move on. This next one is nominated for as Best Rock Artist. All right, friends of mine.
Driven by disease, you stand so tall.
I can't give you any hints, Emily. A local videographer, the singer, really good band, really good indie band.
Unaware how you
Let me get to that chorus.
Avenue Army.
Not Avenue Army, but in that vein for sure.
Not Authentic Sellout?
Nope.
Nope, it's,
Nights Like Thieves.
oh, okay.
It's all good.
I'm embarrassed.
Again, I'm not doing this to make you guys look bad. There's a lot of great bands out
Hey,
there.
I got one right. So
Yeah, they're nominated for Best
I
Rock
listen to
Artist, along with Daring Greatly,
Yes.
Electric Mud, who I think won last year, Electric Mud, right?
Yes.
Freak Show, Mrs. Henry, who I just saw at the Music Box, and The Farmers.
And I want to point out that Daring Greatly is one of the first local bands to be announced to be playing at Wonderfront.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
cool.
so yeah, they're already on the bill.
And I'm proud to be booking them.
I saw the founder of the Wonderfront on the morning show the other day, Sully's show. What's his name again? Han?
Ernie Hahn.
Ernie Hahn.
Yeah, he used
I'm
to
going to
be-
get that guy on this.
He used to
What
be
a
at the
cool
sports
guy.
arena.
Yeah.
And it's it's funny
I used to
because
work with his dad.
yeah,
Is that right? Ernie Hahn?
My dad used to
Years
work
and
with his
years
dad.
ago.
Yeah.
So he's the founder of the Wonderfront Festival,
Yes.
which it's associated with the Wonder Bus, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until they brought it up, and I guess, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was great too because the Wonder Bus was part of Beatles Fair this year. So it's all like a big circle now. It really helps
Such
each other.
a great community.
It
man.
really is.
For the most part. No, it's-
Yeah, well,
Here's a great band. I know you know these guys, Emily. Best Pop Artist. They've played at Navajo Live. They've been on KUSI a couple times.
Opportunity cost.
The Naked Eye,
The
baby.
Naked Eye, baby. Their guitarist Will Lopez plays in a few different bands, The Rough, Avenue Army, and they are nominated for Best Pop Artist.
and they're on Staring at the Sun as well. So
Yes.
another band you'll get free if you hit me up at the show.
Staring at the Sun.
Yep.
How do people learn more about that? Staring at the Sun.
Well, I mean, it's online. It's Staring at the Sun now. It's been going since 1992. And
is there a website or?
It's just Staring at the Sun. Put it in, it'll come up. And since you're talking about your
We're gonna-
anniversaries, 2022 for me is I'm going to be 60 this year. Okay, we'll start with that
Wow.
one. Now, you don't
Lifetime Achievement Award coming soon.
I'm too young. Okay, but then
Is that right? You're too young?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, no, I say I'm too young. I don't know what they say, but
You are.
Anyway,
You're right. You're right.
It's 35 years of Blind Spot Records, and 40 years since my first record, Plan of Action, came out.
Wow.
So we're doing a big to-do later on this summer to celebrate
Bravo
all
to
the above.
you.
So you'll be
Applause for Bart.
You'll be invited
That's
to the
awesome.
party. So
please do.
Yeah, it's
please
gonna
do
be-
invite me. I'd love to be there. Best Pop Artist. So Chloe Liu. Is it Chloe Liu?
Yeah.
It's nominated. Evan Diamond. I love Gregory Page. Obviously, Lauren Lee.
Yes.
Amazing voice.
Incredible
Fantastic
voice.
voice.
reached out to her. I
she's-
think I saw her doing something on something, and it blew me away. I think it was. Oh, it was the
She
nomination.
places-
It was the when you announced the nominees for the San Diego Music
right,
Awards.
right.
She performed, and I was like blown away.
Have you seen her with the Pink Floyd tribute band? Where
have.
Yes,
there's
she's
some
with Pink
videos on there where
Floyd.
she does the Great Gig in the Sky.
But she's also she's on my nominee showcase that I have at Navajo Live on Sunday. Lauren Lee with the band will be a part of that. That's a lineup of Astra Kelly, Lauren Lee, Jeff Berkeley in the band, and Ron Houston and the Berry Pickers. So all four of those nominees will be at the nominee showcase on Sunday at Navajo Live, starting at 6:30. I also have Friday night. We have the first nominee showcase. With should I list those now too?
No, let's just
Okay,
go to the
we'll just
website,
go.
San Diego
Yeah,
Music
go to the
Awards.com.
website.
There's so much information,
Yes.
but I'm glad you brought it up, though. There are showcases around town. There are
have a
live
bunch.
performances by all these nominees, right?
Yes.
And I think they start tonight, right? Tuesday the 5th.
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
there's one
Chloe
tonight.
Lou,
Tonight at the
Chloe Lou
Casbah.
At the Casbah.
This isn't going to release until next week, but again, San Diego Music Awards.com. There's a lot going on with
and as with the Music Awards itself, all proceeds from these shows go to that. And the venues for this and the bands all contribute with
Awesome.
their services.
Awesome. Lee Coulter and the Varigolds are also nominated for Best Pop Artist. Wanted to include them. All right, this next one, I'm going to have you guys name the nominee. All right, this is for Best Blues Artist this year. I know you know her. This is on my list too. I've had her nominate or scheduled, but things come up. I'd really love to get her on Palapalooza.
Pretty soon she'll
I know you know her. We just need to get to the vocals.
Well, she's going to miss the awards this year. because
Oh, is she?
she's going to be on tour.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
of
just picked
course.
up a tour. Like it starts the day before the awards show.
Super active.
So yeah.
Say it.
So it's Samantha Fox. No, it's
Whitney Shea.
Whitney Shea. Yeah. Whitney.
Yeah.
I was
And-
going to say Bonnie Raitt. No.
Killer album. Well, her most
does-
recent single was a Bonnie Raitt
Was
cover.
it Stand Up? I heard that song, Stand Up.
Well, it wasn't
Oh,
that.
man.
She did Nick of Time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stand Up is a great song.
She's super active. Yeah. Shout out to Whitney Shea.
Always puts on a great show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
I haven't seen her live actually.
for real fun, when she plays with just Robin Henkel on guitar, it's just the two of them. Fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen Robin Henkel?
No, but I've seen the female guitarist that she usually plays with. Really good.
Laura.
Yes.
Laura Chavez.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yes.
Best guitar player in town is Laura Chavez.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I agree. I had the two of them scheduled and something came up. I think maybe COVID or something, but I was so bummed. I'd love to get them on. Best blues artists, Billy Watson, Casey Hensley, Manzanita Blues, Mercedes Moore, Stephen L. Ray, Taryn Doneth,
Taryn Doneth, right?
and,
that-
and of course Whitney Shea.
Right, and that's the thing. These categories you're rattling off, and everybody on that is worthy.
So good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Best jazz artist, which, I don't listen to too much jazz, so I like to discover new music here. I know you know this guy. Best jazz artist here in San Diego.
Is that Ed?
That's Ed.
Yeah.
Ed Kornhauser. Tell us a little bit about Ed.
Ed is one of the nicest guys in the world.
Look at those fingers.
Yeah, he's the keyboard player on the first True Stories album with us. Yeah, he came in and filled in really cool. Fantastic guy and just a major talent. His album is so melodic. His originals. I mean, listen to what he can do. Just fantastic. But the whole category is incredible. I mean, I know you're about to mention Patrick Yandel as well, and his album is just amazing. Just ultra melodic, soulful, and funky. And but it's jazz. So, I mean, all instrumental as well. So you got to check that out.
So good. Ed Kornhauser, best jazz artist, along with Euphoria Brass Band. Gilbert Castellanos. Joshua White, Matt Diabasi. Quartet.
Yeah.
Nathan Hubbard. I swear I'm an MC. And Rob Thorson.
I mean, there are jazz fans around the world that would just shed tears because they got to see that group of people.
Yeah. Best alternative. All right. I think you'll know this one. We've mentioned them. This is best indie alternative artist. We've had them under the Palapa. Really one of the best bands I've had under this tiki hut. You know these guys. What's your favorite band?
Aviator Stash.
Aviator Stash. I've got to put them in
Do
my
you hear
top
that
3 locally
sound?
too. Just so good.
They just listen. There's a special sound that they have.
They do it well.
Yeah.
And they're the type of band that can sit here in this little area with just a couple acoustic guitars and seriously make magic. Good harmonies, yeah.
It's a good
I
song.
like this category. Best indie alternative artists are Authentic Sellout, Glass Spells, Signal for Pilot, The Have-Nots, The Petty Saints, Good Friends, and a little band called The Schizophonics.
Fantastic.
Are they going to be there?
All these
are they
bands
touring?
are awesome.
They're on tour.
in this
They're on tour. I don't know if they'll be back. I don't think they'll be back in time yet, but
Pat and Letty Beers doing it.
I think they wrap up in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, always touring, huh? Best hip hop or rap, all right?
You are the one I admitted.
Just have this guy on.
I'm swimming in nothing but pillars for you. Tell me that you are
Yeah,
C Rhymes.
What is that?
C Rhymes.
Yeah, Crimes.
Rhymes.
Good job.
Well, I say C Rhymes, but yes, I actually listen to all the rap submissions.
You know local music.
I listen to everything.
That is Crimes. We just had him on with Maruha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of doing Maruha con Crimes,
Yeah.
right? Corey Blaze, Biggie Babylon, K-Rock, The Phantom, Riston Diggs, our good friend, San Diablo All-Stars, and is it Sloat Dixon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Let's see some moves.
I
West
like
Coast. I like it. Moving on, we'll do a couple more. Name the nominee, Best Country or Americana Artist. I am multitasking here with my phone. Let's have these guys on. Really good band.
This way with the children whom ignore the rules and laws of society and the ones who refuse joy.
They have a female singer too, who I think sings more
that
of their songs.
Coral Belts?
Yeah, Coral
Yeah.
Bells. Who won last year, right?
Yeah.
I was right in front of them when they won, and they were super excited. Yeah. Really good band.
Really good band. I'd love to have them play.
Coral Bells, along with the Best Country and Americana Artist category, Enter the Blue Sky, Jeff Berkeley and the band. Mojave Soul, Ron Stephen Houston, Sarah Petite, and the Sleepwalkers.
It's Ron Houston.
Ron Stephen Houston? What did I do?
Do we
I messed something up here?
I didn't know that we put Steven in there, but Ron
It's on there.
Ron Stephen Houston and the Berry Pickers.
Yeah. And the last category that we'll cover here is Best New Artist. And I think we got to play these guys. Give them some love. Because it fits in back here, you know what I mean?
Rat.
This is Rat.
Yes.
Yeah. This
They
is
actually-
Metallica, folks.
They played for me last night at Navajo, so Slacky Ohana played last night. Yeah.
Who is Brian Waitkin of Pacific Records,
And,
correct?
and Kamaka Mullen.
Kamaka Mullen.
Yeah.
On uke?
I think they switch off.
Yeah, they switch
Yeah,
off.
yeah, the guitar uke.
I'm going to have him on soon. Definitely appropriate vibes for back here, huh? I would say.
I think it's perfect, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The Best New Artist category for the San Diego Music Awards, A Lens to the Sun, Lords of the Satellite, Plosives. Emily's liking this.
I love all of these
You like
artists.
it all. Slack Key Ohana, Smoke and Mirrors Sound System, Son of Cain, and the Phases? The
Phases.
The Phases. Any final words for you guys? Again, April 19th, so close to 420. We'll get there one day.
Well,
I promise.
We're going to
So
get
close
there
to
by
420.
midnight. We will get there.
Yeah.
I'll give a general statement that's it's just basically support the scene or there won't be one. That basically comes down to that. So it's particularly for original music, we really need your support out there. Think of the music awards in particular with the money, the funds going to the schools for more musicians, that we're seeding the future bands of America.
Exactly.
Think of it that way. So also consider that the showcases are a great way to see a lot of fantastic local talent for a low price and still be doing a good deed. So all of that's a plus. So that's my statement for the day.
Love it.
Well, just I keep saying we have so much great local talent, and musician, listen to other musicians, go out, see them wherever they are. But definitely, our night is for the San Diego Music Awards, Tuesday, April 19th. Be
Going
there.
down.
That's our night. We're all gonna have a great time, and
Shots, Will Smith slaps. It's all going to be there.
No, Bart Mendoza slaps.
Bart Mendoza.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be awesome, and you don't have to be a musician to go to these awards.
No,
you can
no,
be
no,
a
no.
fan.
Tell you
know?
what, make a donation and I'll slap him every time you give me a donation. How's that sound?
We'll make money.
How much of a donation would you need to slap the shit out of Bart?
$100.
20?
Yeah. But make sure you go out to this. If you're a musician, you need to be there. I got something to plug too besides this in a second, so let me know.
Go for it.
Okay, well.
We'd love to hear about it.
And then we'll go back to me because, of course, he had to.
Yeah, of course. So on June 3rd, I'm going to be doing a festival date. Manuel Scan's playing, I think, probably the only U.S. date we're going to do this year is going to be in Los Angeles at the Mods Mayhem Festival in Hollywood at Zebulon. I think tickets are going pretty fast, but if you like the mod sounds, that's going to be one heck of a show. It's 3 nights. Includes the Untouchables, the Chords from England, the Pandora's new band Tigerellas, The Question, my band Manuel Scan, and a lot of other stuff going on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. June 3rd, details are online, Mods Mayhem. If you're into mod music, Vespas and the whole thing, it's going to be the only place to be this summer. Yeah, it's going to be really good.
Where's that at?
It's in Hollywood.
Oh, cool.
It's a big festival in Hollywood. So It's the first one, and it's selling well enough that they've already booked next year's.
Yeah.
So
love it.
It's a good sign.
That'll be cool. June 3rd.
June 3rd.
And I have to shout out again your EP of covers, 66, 68. That's nominated.
Bart was nominated too.
Yeah, I got nominated.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a surprise to me, let me tell you. But yeah, it's it's a surprise for not only being nominated, but also because of the way the album came together. Which is, just real quick, it's a bunch of tracks that were recorded over the years for different projects that got left off the albums, mostly because they were covers. And so thematically, I was clearing house one day and went, wow, these all came out originally within 2 years, hence the title, 66, 68.
I love it. It's really good, and it's got to be it's your wheelhouse, right? I mean, that's your decade, right? Your
Well, I
favorite
mean,
decade, I would say. It's mine.
It's all songs that I heard as a little kid on the radio, on TV. They're all evergreens. You know, Happy Together.
I'm gonna play a little bit in the background here.
Yeah, it's. I remember driving down Revolution Avenue in Tijuana. In the 60s, it was closer to Sunset Boulevard. Clubs everywhere, go-go clubs, all kinds of stuff. You'd hear these songs blasting out everywhere. It was a great time to be alive.
I've got some memories of it down at Revolution too.
Yeah, me too.
Not always so pleasant.
Yeah, the 90s were different.
That was the spot to go when you were under 21 and you wanted to have a couple drinks.
I recall myself being under 21 at one point.
Yeah. 66, 68 by Bart Mendoza. Check it out. Good stuff. Happy Together, Sunny, Beechwood Park.
And
I
different,
love this.
different drum.
I love this. You have a good voice, Bart.
Thanks.
You
man.
really do, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's.
You don't sound like how you speak when you sing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
You
yeah.
sound a lot. Yeah, I would never guess that was you.
It's a lot smoother, a little higher.
Something, yeah.
Yeah,
So anyways.
a little higher. Yeah.
Emily, final words. Anything
Final
for the
words.
scene?
Well, a couple of things with the San Diego Music Awards. Buy your tickets. Come. Don't be thinking, oh, they're already sold out. It doesn't hurt to see if you can get the ticket, but go to the show. It's really important that we're all there together. We see each other. We support each other. Other things, the nominee showcases, go to all of them. I'm really happy with, Navajo Live is my home base, and I do the programming. Mondays are now Original Music Mondays.
Love it.
And I'm always looking for new bands to try and help them out. My main thing with the newer bands is trying to help build their audience, their following. So I call it cross-pollination. I put two bands together, both who have maybe a smaller group of following, and try and get them to build each other by, keeping within the same genre. I do have to say that since the pandemic, people don't care what day of the week it is when they go out. A lot of people are working remotely now. So we're getting crowds on Monday nights.
Awesome.
People are coming out. So don't think, oh, I don't want to play on a Monday night. I don't want to play on this night. I only want to play Friday and Saturday. No. Since the pandemic, doesn't make a difference anymore. People are coming out all different nights of the week.
Great to hear.
So that's really important, and I'm really excited. A lot of the stuff that we've been talking, a lot of nominees, the nominee showcase, but like Tamar Burke, she's playing next Monday. She'll be playing at Navajo. July 8th, I have 3 of our nominees are playing. July 8th, I have Evening's Empire, Nathan Rainey Band, and Aviator Stash playing at Navajo Live.
Wow.
So that's going to be a fun night. But so a lot of the nominees, I'm really happy that they're coming there, and then I do a lot of booking with Daring Greatly, and you can see what Daring Greatly is doing, and they are just absolutely phenomenal, and they have their new album Gurdat Valley that's out now, and people can check out, and looking forward. By the way, the last thing about the San Diego Music Awards, get your submissions in for next year now.
Really?
Yes.
Already?
Yes. Well, no. Submissions, anything from January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022. Please.
Yeah.
Get
I
those
always thought there was a
submissions in.
submission period, like toward the end of the year, but you can submit anytime.
You can submit anytime as long
How
as
do they
it's
do that?
within that. Go to the San Diego Music Awards.com website, and you'll see all the information.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Navajo Live is an awesome venue. I've been there quite a few times. Great sound. Right up the street. Right here, right?
Yeah, and we actually, since the pandemic, we did an upgrade on the sound
Did you?
and lighting.
Really good sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intimate. What is it? 400 max?
No.
300.
200.
200. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like
Did
it's
COVID
more.
affect that? Was it more than that pre-COVID or no?
What do you mean?
Could you have more people in the?
No, it's always
COVID hasn't affected that. Okay.
No, big.
But
numbers-
everything's back to normal, you'd say, huh? Because you're on the front lines of live music. Would you say
Kind
everyone's...
of. We've lost a lot of venues, as we all know. We've lost a lot of venues.
Bar
and
Pink.
I actually
Blonde Bar.
during the pandemic, we
Although
shut down everything.
some of that was not anything to do with COVID.
Right.
That was same thing with some of the bands evaporating. I would say from talking to promoters around the country that things aren't quite back to normal across the board yet. The party scene, the cover bands are doing fantastic. Original music needs a little bit of a boost. It really, really does. And San Diego took a particularly big hit when we lost Lestat's. That was a stepping stone for a lot of performers, and there's nothing to take its place at this point.
Excuse me?
No, it's a whole different thing.
On Sundays, my programming on Sundays is focused on...
Yes, and the moment it becomes under 21, it will count. But for right now, Lestat's
That is correct. We are not under 21.
Yes, is the only stepping stone, and so there just isn't any place like that right now.
We need more all ages venues here.
We
in San
do,
Diego,
we do. Yeah,
we got
we do.
some, obviously.
Well,
We have some breweries that allow families in, right?
well,
like
we,
Legacy and
at
stuff like
Navajo,
that.
we allow artists to come on stage when they need to perform, but then they need to
And you get
get off
kicked
the
out.
stage and get out.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, their young audience can't come in and enjoy them because they're underage.
But
I still will say that we have, and I'm at a bunch of different venues, but like I said, Navajo is my home base, and I do the programming and everything there. Sundays, I also am doing a cover charge on Sundays, and all of it goes to the musicians, just so that they have a place. And I focus on Americana and folk rock, and I do my singer-songwriter showcase once a month there, and I have so many solo artists that are wanting to be a part of that, and they connect with each other, and then you would not believe all the projects that have happened because of these solo musicians getting together, and it's just wonderful to see just the night that they're there, them sitting and figuring out what they want to do next. But I really say that yes,
Is she giving you the stink eye, Bart?
I got some programming stuff going on Mondays and Sundays and Mondays for the local talent, original music in San Diego.
Love it.
That they have a place that they can get an audience and perform, and yeah. And then on
Yeah.
Wednesdays we do a blues jam now. So
Yeah, it's interesting. There was just an article about this very subject. I forget, was it in the Reader or someplace? But anyway, that there is a discrepancy in the venues. There's not stepping stones for a lot of this stuff. You can go from the Belly up to where? The sports arena? There's not a lot of, and especially on the smaller side, we're talking Navajo Live, the Casbah, we're talking the Belly Up, we're talking 200 to 400 people. The average small band, that's a dream. That's never going to happen, right? So that's why we need the Lestat's kind of thing with like 50 people is a good crowd, and it's all ages, and grandma's going to come in with the nephews and check out this band. We need a lot of that right now.
well.
But
No, but-
that's not something that we can do. That's just going to have to come from the market at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. COVID, yeah, certainly had an effect on the scene, but as
Kevin.
we were saying, is that Kevin Hellman? Put him on the phone. Put him on the mic. Kevin
are on
Hellman, founder of the San Diego Music Awards, is calling Emily. Tell him to say hello. Tell him to give a quick shout out. Or
Shout out,
or
they're
just
giving you a
completely
shout
ignore
out
me.
right now. Bart and I are doing an interview right now for a Palapalooza. So, do you want to say hello? Hello. Gotta go.
I actually had him on the phone during COVID. I did phone calls when we couldn't interact there for a while. So I called him up, and yeah, good guy. Bart Mendoza, Emily Bartell, episode 200 of Palapalooza. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for everything you do.
I was in the middle of a sentence.
Damn
it.
You screwed that up,
I know.
Emily.
All I can say is, if this is 200, you can only imagine what 201 is going to be like.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Well,
What I was going to say
Yeah.
was that Navajo is a stepping point, but after that, yeah, you need to be able to have an audience of at least 60 people who you're going to show up. That's kind of my criteria for booking you at T.O. Leo's or Humphreys or now Jolly Joker. Or I need to know that you can bring in at least 60 people, and that's not asking a lot after the first stepping stone,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
yeah, no, that is asking a lot.
if you want my
unfortunately.
honest opinion, 60
is-
people
it's
for
a
an
lot.
average local band.
That's a lot.
Not to make you wrong, but that is a lot.
Well, the ones that I'm booking at T.O. Leo's and Humphreys,
Awesome. Who's drawing 60 or more? You want to shout them out?
Daring Greatly,
Okay. Daring Greatly.
Manzanita Blues,
Okay.
and Brian Jones Rock
Yeah.
and Roll Revival.
Awesome.
Off the top of my head, those would be, yeah.
There are a few others that normally draw above that. You can go from the Farmers on down, but they're doing a lot of covers and it's a dance thing.
Right.
They're doing Gloria and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just great. But like I said, the really key is not the 200 clubs and the 400s, because the step from there is literally going to be Sports Arena, Montezuma Hall, the bigger venues. You can't really get much bigger than that after that point. Really what we need is the small stuff, the 50, 100, the coffee shop stuff.
Yeah.
Because the Moreau, the soda bar.
Yeah, because that's...
Right? That kind of thing?
That's the breeding
Moreau's
ground.
too big.
Breeding ground
Moreau's
for...
doing a lot of club stuff these days too, huh?
So that's not really a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a stepping stone. It's just that those nights are dance nights.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for
People are
original
ready to
music-
dance. COVID's over. They just want to dance.
Well, that goes under the tribute bands are doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so-
Yes.
Well, I'm a
absol-
DJ. I'm a freaking
Tribute
wedding
bands,
DJ, so I get it.
I have a passion for original music, so
Well, that's the
I
thing
do
is
too.
that most people just
I
want
love tributes. I love
DJs
cover
suck.
bands.
most
but-
people just want the hits. Most people just want the hits.
Well, I know. I totally get it. People
that
want to
is-
sing along to songs that they know.
Yes.
And that bring them back to their youth a little bit, right?
And it doesn't matter whether it's the tribute band or you're going to go see Paul McCartney. They want the hits.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although Paul did have a great scam last time to get his new songs noticed.
What's that? What was
Well,
that?
he has a song called For You. And it's actually a really good song, and it's a sing-along. But he did this thing about how when he played in San Diego, he said, you know, we were at this location and people held up their lighters during this song in particular, and it was such a moving moment. So, of course, everybody held up their lighters. It's good.
Love it.
It was a great song. I loved it, so it's my favorite thing. For me, I'm the kind of person that when I go see Paul McCartney, I'm thrilled that he's going to play Hey Jude. It's wonderful that he did I Saw Her Standing There, but I want to hear the new songs that he's never going to play on a tour again because they're off the new album.
Oh,
so,
wow, okay.
so I got to hear For You and I got to hear Queenie Eye. Awesome. Hey
Was
Jude,
that the last time he came here in San Diego?
Yeah,
I heard that he played a lot of new stuff, and some people were disappointed in that.
No, he
Yeah.
only played, I think, out of 32 or 33 songs, he played 4 new ones off the new album, all of which were very well received.
Yeah.
Everything else, I heard the same thing from somebody, and I went, well, you just haven't listened to his albums in the last 30 years much. That's basically
Right.
what it comes down to.
Right.
So, yeah, because it was almost all, I did a full review, like listed where every song came from, and it was, I think, more than 50% Beatles songs, and then almost a third Wings songs. So it's scattering them. You think, and then the other things were covers of. He did something, but George Harrison's song.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. He was great when I saw him at Petco. I would definitely put Paul McCartney in my top 5 concert.
Yeah, that
and
was
the Rolling Stones at Petco. Too.
That
It pretty
Petco was
amazing.
my 10th McCartney show.
Was it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was big fan.
Really
So,
good.
Really hoping he comes back again. He's touring again starting in May. So to me, that was the indicator that the COVID thing really is over. When I saw Paul and Ringo are on tour again, okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
Elton John's coming. I think you'll be there.
I will definitely be
I
there.
think
So
I will
was
be
at,
there.
I was at his last farewell show, so I
Yeah.
can't miss this one, right? So I don't know, but I've been going to see Elton John since 1973. So
Wow.
yeah, and
Incredible.
McCartney since '76.
I saw him down south at Chula Vista. What is it called now? Sleep Train. It changes every year.
Yeah,
And that's-
or North.
Yeah.
North Island.
Yeah. I
That's
think
my
you're
pet
right.
peeve. Like, just they need to
Pick a
call it.
sponsor already.
Yeah, stop changing the name. It's
The venue.
the Sports
It
Arena
was
presented
cricket,
by
right?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Presented
yeah.
by Palapalooza. Whatever. It should be that. The
Yeah.
name stays the same. When you go to Disneyland, they don't change the name of the building every time. It becomes this
Right.
presented by Carnation. You know.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
He was great down there, though. He had a stomach issue. I don't know if you went to that show, but I think he had to take a. He had
The
to
Elton
drop
one
a
or
deuce.
the Paul?
Elton down south. So he had to take a break.
Oh no,
'Cause he
I
had
missed that one. I didn't see that one down
He
there.
was
So
good. He was great.
I was put on a good show.
Yeah. April 19th, San Diego Music Awards. Learn more at SanDiegoMusicAwards.com. Woo! I'm
We'll
excited.
see you at Humphreys.
We'll see you at Humphreys.
There you go.
Let's do it.
My sunny one shines so sincere, sunny one so true. I love you.